Uh,
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Wait! We're not the general public!
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, that sounds more like it. Well, now that we're here, where's Toma? Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
he can transform into a dog?
Is that dog talking to us?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form? Huh.
That's crazy.
So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Ah, now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
All right. I've had my fun.
Oh,
Hey,
he can't
you're
transform
this
into a
close to getting
dog.
an ugly nickname, mister.
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found
Is
yourself
there
skirting the rules from the very
what?
beginning, haven't you?
A manhara?
Naturally,
what that
this is due to your
means.
unwavering and resolute determination.
But what's up, Falsa?
A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck... so you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located.
Sag.
But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
Okay. Okay. Going to the statue. I'm looking up what that word means, Falsa, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there probably is some character like that. There's such a variety of characters in this game. I'm sure there's somebody like that. Why did my quest marker turn off? Jeff says this is the FBI. Open up. What's up, Jeff? You guys getting your Honkai Star Rail drops? Ready to start your careers? Big time.
probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into the statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree. Before
Okay.
I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts.
Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Back for now.
As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Okay. Okay.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue.
NPCs in this game exist solely to constantly lore
And
gank
this
you.
statue of the
Well, yeah.
omnipresent god can be
That's true.
seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, oh, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt Decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Oh, shit. I just got
Huh?
PTSD.
Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. All right, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally!
But I want to go to, like, the place where I get the fruit. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So there's just... I don't know how they've seized 10 visions from people. It's not too big of a deal, right? None on the back.
Yep.
11 if you count what's this dude's face. Alistair, thank you for the head pets. How's it going? Does this matter? No. Oh, okay, we do have to do that. Is that unlocked yet? I'm not gonna do that right now. We'll do this like at the end. That's all the way done. 14 hours. Okay, tomorrow. I have another letter to give to somebody here, though. Yes, but I wish you could mark more than one quest at a time. Have you done any of the character story quests? I've done half of Klee's. I've done half of Klee, and that's it. I have not, Ideally, you want to be getting those out of the way, because you can only hold a certain amount of keys or whatever. Or you want to be at least unlocking them. I'll be back in a second. I gotta grab Kenzie. Okay, I'm back. Shang, what's up? You can unlock them, yeah. I don't know if you have to like do them in order to unlock the next one. I don't like how you can only hold a certain amount of keys or whatever, but I guess it kind of incentivizes you to do them. I've been unlocking them without accepting the quests. You could do that? Huh? Do you still have to do... I still have to do Cleese, though, to start unlocking these ones, right? And I have to ascend. Obtain 8 daily commissions to receive a key. Claim? No. I don't get it. You're max on keys. But I can't unlock anything with the keys.
This is the headquarters of the Tenryo Commission.
Okay, dude. Alright. You need to ascend. I think those are mostly for fun. Yeah, I don't know what they give you. I think some of them give you good stuff. Well, Cleese doesn't give me any, character lore gangs. Doesn't give you gems, so... But I mean, you know... In an ideal world, you would do them all. This guy? Need some time to prepare. How about this? Can you wait for me at the restaurant? A small favor. Okay, that's nice. Take advantage of our situation. I don't really get this, but okay. Are the clans not allowed to intermingle? I don't understand. You get stuff, they're just not super exciting in my opinion. Okay. I know there's like Hangout. Faye was telling me about Hangout quests or something. And they're like... These ones, right? There's like multiple endings. You can do like... It's like a lot, I'm assuming. I love hanging out with my waifus. I mean, it's kind of cool how much stuff they put in the game. Oh, I didn't know she was playable. The girl that's always asleep. Claim? No. Complete other quests. How come those ones say locked, but some of them don't? I have her. Oh, no. Wait a second. Is Catherine here? Hey. Oh. Nice. I got my one follow.
Mando Shao is now following.
What's up, Mando Shujo? How's it going? Let's see. We don't need this anymore. Is that... Sarai Island. Yes, I actually do need to go there. Okay. Okay, but wait, though. City's pretty cool. Oh, and we're being raided. Thank you very much for the raid. Kekon, what's up? How's it going, guys? What are you guys playing?
Mando Shao is raiding with 4 viewers.
Mando Shujo, thank you very much for the raid. How's it going, guys? What is up? Were you guys playing something with Jantham, or what were we? Helldivers 2, okay. Ranting with Kekon about modern gaming. All new games suck, let's just be honest. But Helldivers 2 is kind of cool. I've played it a little bit. I was ranting a little bit ago in Choose Stream though that I don't like how I can't jump in that game when I want to jump, but I'm learning to deal with it. I guess it would be too easy for me to jump away from the bugs at that point. My ass genuinely believes that a lot of old IPs wouldn't exist today. Yeah, no, I think you're right. Like, a lot of genres they just don't bother with anymore. Like, I don't know, like, would they really make, like, StarCraft? Would they even make, like, top-down anything? Or anything that they couldn't put a battle pass in or put skins in? Like, it's just so much harder to make a high production value. Kingdom Hearts, Dead Rising, Psychonauts. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably true. I'm thinking about RTSs for some reason. This is the first thing that came to my mind, but yeah. The first game each studio made. Right, so if that never happened, then they wouldn't be able to release that kind of game nowadays. Tend to riff on JRPGs, but I genuinely think they have such unique stories and mechanics. Yeah, well, those still, I think that JRPGs still come out on a regular basis and, like, always, I think they would be fine, right? I don't know. Final Fantasy's always been fine. Square Enix is kind of trolly, but they figure it out every once in a while. Scarlet Nexus refusing to tell you the full story until you play the entire game is something you wouldn't see from a Western studio. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think that developers should spoil their game. I don't like how handholdy stuff is now, in a way. I was thinking the other day that GTA developers started out making like weird ass games like Space Station Silicon Valley. I don't even know what that is, but the old GTA games are pretty weird. Yeah, like the top down. GTA 6? That's gonna be crazy. Good luck with the stream, Mike. Turning in for the night. Good night, y'all. Thank you very much. We're just hanging out, playing some Genshin. I'm just progressing through the story, so no big deal. Thank you for the raid. Thank you, thank you. I will see you guys around at your streams and Jantham streams and etc. Lemmings. Oh, I know. Oh, Lemmings is by the GTA people? Wow, okay. Um, they specifically made a ping pong game to test Grand Theft Auto's aim mechanics for GTA 4. That's kind of hilarious. Freely enter and leave retail. Okay, cool. Permit will make your delivery a lot smoother. Here's the letter. Tried to write it in a tactful manner. I hope she won't be offended. My dude. Please deliver this letter. Okay. Before you have the travel permit, you should have a lot more freedom than before. I'll leave it to you, traveler. Also need to go back and deal with official matters. When will I be able to go there myself? What? Having a moment right now because one of my mobile games just closed today. World Flipper ends over the summer. What mobile game closed today? I think we should go deliver this letter. Also, there's some island up here that I need to go to now, but I just... Is it this? Let's go deliver the letter before I forget. But yeah, it really sucks the ability of publishers and developers to just get rid of games now. The reliance on the internet and patches and shutting things down really sucks, in my opinion. I think things were a lot better when they had to get it right and they couldn't patch stuff and there was, you know... I guess you've delivered my letter. Did you manage to get the travel permit? Yes. Final Fantasy Opera Omnia close. Same day, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth open. What kind of game is that? Is that like a rhythm game? Let me look this up real quick. Oh, in Dissidia. Okay, okay. 2017. Well, it lasted for, you know, a mobile game. It lasted a little while. Game concluded service on February 29th, 2024 on all platforms. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like... I don't know. Easy for me to say, but I feel like if you develop a game, you should at least try and make some... Like, some of the mobile games that close down do, like, make the game playable offline and, like, give you access to things. I think that's the best way to do it, especially if you paid money for it. Like, yeah. It was a turn-based game crossover featuring all Final Fantasy entries. Actually had a story where all the characters interacted. That's cool. Yeah, I know... I can't remember what one right now, but... Hi, Butternust and chat. What's up, Little Rabbit? Is Butternust here? Question mark. It has Final Fantasy 14 and Final Fantasy 9 content, and those are my favorite. That's cool. Pretty cool that they continued to add the newer games back into that. Alright, cool. I think we're done with this. I think I just have my passport completely now for this region. We don't need to worry about anything? Maybe? I don't know. Alright, let's, if I can find this island that they're talking about, then I can upgrade my characters, which would be a big deal, I think. So, let's do this. Ooh, wait. That's not to the north. That's actually pretty not close to where I am right now. Okay, I don't think we can get there yet. I think we have to get here first. Alright, we'll worry about that later. I just woke up, didn't know why I called you Butternut. It's okay. You probably thought you were in Butternut's chat. No worries.
No peeking at my customers' stuff.
They legit would add more Final Fantasy 14 story beats in tandem with them doing it in actual Final Fantasy 14. It was cool to watch the characters change. Your newer characters from later story beats show up. That is pretty cool, actually. Shows that they actually care. Alright, so... let's do this, the main one. We gotta go over there. We should go here. How's Genshin going? Do you have fun with it? I do have fun with it, yeah. I'm just trying to progress the story. We're trying to get through Inazuma. So that's what we're going to focus on tonight. And yeah. Community server takeover, official server shuts down, but they could be a pain to access. I mean, that's how Battlefront is. That's how a lot of games that I care about ended up going. Also, why is my team all wrong? Why do I have Lisa and what is going on right now? Oh yeah, because I was trying to pick up that thing yesterday.
Come a little closer.
Goodbye to the dev team uploaded all cutscenes to the YouTube channel, including the event quests, so at least there's a way to see everything. That's good. That's better than nothing. Most of the time I'm too lazy to do the story quests. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I had weird motivations about it too, but now I'm back motivated again. Like, I did take a little bit of a break. We need to fix my party. Can be a slog. Yeah. I don't know, Leeway I just like went, I don't know, I was just like really into the game when I first got to Leeway and I just wanted to keep going. Okay. One, two, where is she? 3, 4.
I'll take care of it.
Okay. I think we're gonna meet Ayaka, maybe?
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. And
Imagine
Toma
being
assures me
rich.
that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the
Still
performance of
dreaming
our
to
duties.
become rich. Sob sob. It's okay, Falsa.
A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate.
Okay.
Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
I didn't come to start a rebellion.
Oh,
Okay.
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
I'm going to leave now as my only option.
No,
We can
please,
start a rebellion. I'm
wait.
kind of down,
please,
actually.
don't go. I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
Okay.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here.
Okay, fine.
Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
We didn't get to see her. Can I just... Oh, no, she's not here. She wasn't actually here? Is this a bait? Okay, wait, we can probably claim our dailies. I like doing dailies this way, because then I just do the story instead of doing pointless dailies. Though I think some of them have achievements related to them or whatever. Alright, we'll go warp and claim that and then warp back. Okay.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
I think I should start doing... I was only doing that duration because of the battle pass. I think we should start doing 24-hour, right? Or, I don't know. I don't really know. Or 20-hour, whatever. Instead of 8 hours. Oh, we have Inazuma exploration now. Money? What are these? No. Sure. Oh, cool. We have thingies. 25% more rewards. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. First time I've had characters that actually get buffs from doing that.
Thank you for
How many gems we at? 621 out of 8,000. No big deal. The expedition buffs are region-based. Yeah, it seems like now that we have Inazuma unlocked, I can send some of the Inazuma girls to Inazuma and they get buffs. That's cool. Okay.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and
I already
see.
talked to this guy before, and I remember this dude.
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay. Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago, keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
Okay.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here. You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll
Just
all come
try
flooding
harder.
back.
Just try. What year is it?
That reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
Just try hard, forehead.
I
Just
keep
read
a
your diary.
If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Read your Town of
Oh,
Salem
yes,
journal.
Yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Ooh.
Perfect! So If we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
Okay. Aren't we in the village? Okay.
This looks like Tejima's diary, all right. Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was Black Snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a
That's what I
kid
do in Sea of
who had
Thieves. I
fallen in the
pretend to
water.
Bobby that I found it
After I
burnt.
pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bambu was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bambu was the name of his pet crab. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait, there's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
Okay. Sure.
So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
I don't know. Elemental sight. Okay. I know how to do that.
Here we are! This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept him in the village all these years? Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig
I
it
hope
up
we're
and
not
take a look.
accidentally defiling a grave. Okay, good.
It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar.
I see.
Where is that place again? Huh. So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared. No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream. I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness, the feeling that something is missing.
Hello,
Thank you
Sukuni.
both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him.
Sava, you good?
weren't
I'm
we?
good. We're just playing more Genshin.
Well, let's go find the next person.
Okay, well that was not too hard. Not that I'm complaining, but
According
this
to Miss
region has had
Kamisato,
no combat.
The second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
Okay. His voice is so deep and relaxing. He's a cool dude. It seems like these are all going to be former warriors slash samurai. I think. It said, wait for me after the war. Wait, aren't these the corrupt people?
The Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun.
Or no, never mind.
They're the ones
Different group.
responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
This is like Seven Samurai.
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
He's right there. She's annoying. Okay.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Huh. He seems to be telling the truth, but we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say. We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
How will we ever get by without those provisions?
Enough lies! Cough up the provisions!
Alright, dude. Actual combat, maybe? Maybe? How far away is that? Okay, it's right there.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods, we really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history. You demand, boss!
Okay.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson!
Shine down! Inadmissible evidence! Incinerate!
Wow, okay.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
We're gonna let him go?
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course.
So, We redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Okay. See ya. What's this? Seagrass.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about?
About the IOUs?
Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
No.
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything.
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree?
I don't like her.
worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions were coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything.
Is this the general store for this place? I am not buying shit from her. I don't like her. We'll take our money to Mondstadt. We get discounts there anyway. Everyone's a scammer. Everybody's really scammy in this country, this region.
What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was?
Yes, dude.
I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone.
Some stuff, though.
Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands.
Okay.
And said to me, with this sword, you should...
Hey! If you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt.
Why would you interrupt
Can
him
you
right then?
recognize the words?
Virtue and justice?
Integrity.
Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Okay. 30 gems for that. We like that.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts.
Okay.
Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Possessed.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
Okay, bye.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being.
We can wait.
I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight.
He studied the blade.
He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So, we've asked the Shrine Maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head Shrine Maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head Shrine Maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary Shrine Maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako.
Got her exorcism
Sensei is
permit.
going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Okay, now it's gonna be like, wait until 8 p.m. Also, we have mail. Oh, is Bennett born on leap year? Once every 4 years. Bennett is like Bad Luck Brian. Is he really? That's his lore. That's kind of funny. New domain. Is it actually, like, can I actually go to his birthday party? Is that like a real thing, or is it just mail? Okay. 15 more gems. It's weird that Wonders of the World doesn't have a completion meter, but most of the others do. Okay. We're waiting for an exorcism. Not something I thought I was going to be doing.
So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew. Others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past.
Okay.
One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago. And he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the Shrine Maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue.
Fine, let's get on with this exorcism.
All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Sneaking around. Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
Yeah, who would dare meddle with an exorcism?
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Ha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
Isn't this just the dude from earlier?
How did you catch up with me so
No,
quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Yeah,
Bad
mister.
news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day. Long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon Sr.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Toad, what's up? Thank you for the head pats. Thank you.
Anzai. Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception.
Is this the dude from the martial arts tournament when they were saying that he's like, he doesn't have to move or something? How's the story going? Got any new people? We don't have any new people, but we are just continuing through the Inazuma story.
But Domon was
meeting
different.
A lot of samurai characters.
The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends.
How's it going?
Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade.
Okay.
I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me.
Okay.
Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make-Yoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me.
It should have been him.
Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body.
Should have been me. Damn, he killed him?
After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Make-Yoshi Sui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finished.
Dude, you made me miss the whole exorcism.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
Yeah, let's. My controller's gonna die.
You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
It went bad.
Nanako,
I don't know how we're
please.
gonna tell him that he lost
Try
his
not to get
mind. We actually
agitated.
don't know for sure.
I'm sorry.
Oh wait,
With
she
what
knows?
powers I
Okay.
have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit
I
having
see.
possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's
Wait,
case.
I know her. Are we gonna meet
Lady
her?
Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities.
Okay.
I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now.
Going on a trip
But we will meet soon at the
with
shrine.
these people I just met.
I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow.
Anyway.
Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden Shogun from her.
Okay. I think that's gonna be far away. Yeah, it is. Okay. There's a thingy up there. Thunder Spear. Okay, we can move really quickly if we do something. Question mark. How do I... oh, square. That did not work. There we go. Okay, that's a bit weird. Chu, what's up? Thank you for the head pats. How did the rest of the stream go? Did the characters eventually start talking? Or did you have to voice act the whole time? Hello? Oh my goodness. Stream went well. yes, but it was during the side quest, so it was odd. That's weird. You would think it would be the opposite of that.
But a momentary distraction.
But okay. I mean, I guess they just didn't voice act that part? That's so strange that you were doing. Where do I go from here? So did things mostly work then tonight? Things mostly worked, right? Other than it being like in the Minecraft audio for some reason. How I get up from here? Shit, I fell too low. It's a little bit finicky on controller to do this. Okay. Cool. Alright. I have to like release and repress L1 every time or something. But okay. Pigeon. Another pigeon. Raven. Oh, it's on the roof. Okay. Okay, we're loading.
Do you think that's Lady Yi? Oh, no wonder Junior is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now?
OMG, mommy. I mean, Lady Yi?
It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
She wasn't looking at us.
Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please. Let me go,
Striking
I beg
presence?
you.
I think that's Paimon's way of saying that she's really hot, I think.
As you can see, Lady Yi, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yi, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
Okay.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths.
Okay. God, I love her. Are we gonna be with her for a little while, or I wonder...
As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition?
You'll see
But
her a
Lady
lot
Ai,
in Inazuma Quest?
Even
Okay, cool,
without
cool,
his
cool.
ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Right.
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady Ai, I'm not sure I understand.
She's one of the main characters? Okay, cool.
The path of the
She's being
sword
kinda
master
cold
is
right
filled
now.
with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest sword master in the world.
Right.
It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best
Sassy
made it
and
possible
unbothered.
for him
Yeah,
to rise
yeah.
above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead.
Right. Right.
When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now.
That makes sense. Her story quest was so funny. What's it like?
Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Ansai.
That's enough.
Hey, he's here.
Isn't that Ansai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score.
Okay.
It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran.
Daquan124, welcome to the stream. She is right there, yeah. Couldn't face the emotions.
I don't
so
think
I
most of
ran.
the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too.
Thank you for following. Thank you. 380.
Daquan_124 is now following.
Okay.
But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now, All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand
Didn't
it.
he just say he lost
But I
to
do
him?
know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me.
I love Yai's character development. Crack up when she's so uninterested with what's happening. Yeah, I'm just kind of like learning about her personality right now. I've never heard her speak in the story until like 2 minutes ago, basically. Have your ambitions crushed, right? Okay.
So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation.
Okay.
But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise, and I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
I mean, it was mostly you that did stuff. She didn't... Okay. Cool.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Okay. It won't let me confirm? There we go.
I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Okay. We did the 3 things. Can I...
See that he stays safe.
Can I still talk to her, or... Thank you for that. I do not know what this is. Whoa. Goes pretty deep. Level 50. It'll build as you complete Inazuma. Okay. Electro sigils, so I just have to keep collecting more sigils, I guess? Okay, that's fine. This is like a reward tree when you collect electro sigils. Okay, so I have to like come back here when I get enough of those. Cool. Let's, I see there's a domain over here. Let's try to like open that. Cool, 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 cool. And then we go back to Ayaka, I think. You gotta level up your tree, brother. Okay. I will level up my tree. Okay, we got that. Hold on a second. Commission staff. Is there different reputations in Inazuma? Like, oh, maybe not. That symbol is usually for like the reputation board, right? Interesting. Okay. Each place has a different reputation, so you get to build each one. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. More to do, though. It's like a rendered cutscene. Currently doing my Inazuma one since I had to do it before.
It is a pleasure to finally meet you.
Oh, I was thinking
face
that
to
Inazuma
face.
had more than one thing.
I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Actually, we didn't really help at all. No, we did. We did stuff.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then.
Ayaking?
Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Friend request accepted.
Thank you both kindly.
We made a friend, everybody.
Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential.
The bowl cut on Ayaka is
Thunder's
wild.
roar,
She's a really. I didn't realize she had a really
lightning's
long
flash, the
ponytail
wind's
at first. I
assault,
thought she
and the
just had
rain's descent.
the bowl cut.
All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance?
Okay, now we're willing to help fight.
You will? Really?
Homegirl's bangs were cut by her brother. You must. I want to meet her brother. I want to unlock him. His sword attack in that trial thing I did was like, I don't know. He seemed really easy. Like I usually like ranged characters, but he's like the first melee character where I was just like, damn, I am doing big damage. I want sword guy too. He goes off, right? He goes off. You must keep up with the. Must keep the promise. Right.
Naturally.
Hee.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them.
Ayato? Yeah,
I
Ayato
placed
was
my
in
trust in
the
the right person after all.
feral barking tier, was he not? I think he was. I think he was feral barking tier. So yeah. You want to unlock the brother to cut her bangs again.
Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Okay, we're talking about our secret rebellion now. We're gonna rebel against the Empire. I feel like a tea house is more public than her literal house, but okay, it's fine. Maybe she has some nosy servants. I don't really know.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
Guard the door. He was in feral barking.
What's the deal with this place anyway?
Cool.
What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
Yeah,
this
what is the
land
deal?
that was gifted to the Yashiro
That
Commission
dog
by
can
the
hear.
Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing
Okay, so we
ceremonial
can kick
affairs.
people out of here or something.
Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Okay.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me?
Do I? I just want to meet her. What kind of god is she?
The Almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling.
Is no one else fighting the decree?
The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt decree is something that has no implications whatsoever.
It doesn't.
After all,
doesn't
it is
affect
but a
them.
tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt decree is one of indifference.
Nobody cares. That makes sense.
Be like that. Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt decree.
Have you raised a formal objection?
Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest
We're
in
outvoted,
discussing
two-thirds
anything.
majority.
It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt decree.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
Ah, that's cool.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Darn! So they found out about it? Ugh.
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu. Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of
Prison
prison
break.
would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt. By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Nagonohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
Okay, are we going to the next island then? To the south?
You want to know who you'll be meeting in Hanamizaka? Let's just say they'll be easy to find. You'll see what I mean when you get there.
Okay. Let me check something real quick. Okay. How far away is that? That's right there. Okay. Kind of want to get to the next islands. I really want to get those fruits that I need so I can ascend Yanfei to 50 or whatever it is. Not Yanfei. Raiden and Kirara and other people. I think I could just like try to get there, but assuming at some point they're gonna tell me when to go to the next island.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh?
What?
We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we? Psst! Hey, wait! Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention. Come on, this way.
I don't remember her name, but
Can't you see we need to go help?
Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble. Huh? Hey, wait. You do have a vision.
Shh. If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right. Here, take it.
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it? This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from interfering.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya.
Paimonial?
Sorry about that.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet ya.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently, but if I just march straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our team.
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Master Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Time to break him out.
Yeah. Prison break. Okay. Public safety notice. Report outsiders. Okay, it's a domain.
Just what will we come across this time?
This way. As long as we stay quiet, we've got a good chance. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out of here. We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu. I'll be right back.
You sure? Alright then. Just be careful not to get caught.
Yes, you too.
Okay, is this a stealth mission or is this Oh, no, it's not.
Lightning flash!
Illusion shattered!
Motion to compel! Incinerate!
Talk about a big door! Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Boom! Motion to compel! Time for your arraignment!
Now you shall perish!
Have war flashbacks to Inazuma battle music. Uh-oh. There's been very little combat, at least in the story so far. I fought like these people and like 3 treasure hoarders. There's not been. It's definitely different than Leeway so far.
Bested.
Okay.
Let's dance.
Battle formation!
There is no escape!
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it.
Puzzle wall?
You cannot match my bravery!
Infantry captain. I was told when Inazuma first came out, they had to actually nerf the samurais because they were too hard. Oh snap, okay. Ow. Oh, okay.
These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
The samurais kicked my ass for a while. They're kind of, like, they do a lot of damage. Alright, what's this?
Moving yourselves! Soldiers, quick! Show me what you've got!
Bellowing thunder! Boom boom!
Get them!
I was at like ward level 7 or something. I was sobbing, begging, asking my friend to help me set it back to easier. Oh, that's because, okay, right. I haven't ascended as far as you guys. And then again, I did just die.
You cannot match my bravery!
I was reading chat.
Inazuma shines eternal!
These guys hurt.
Soldiers, quick! I won't forget this. I need to train harder.
Okay, do we have this? Yeah, I don't know. What's my world level at? Oh, I can't check inside of here.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar fix the grooves on the door over there?
Damn, this is a more involved domain than usual. Door resurrection activated. Okay.
Teach me a lesson.
Oh shit, the door closed behind me. I was like, why can't I back out?
Incinerate!
Don't hold back.
Illusion shattered.
Show me I dare you! I've been bested.
Lightning slash!
There is no escape.
Don't you wish you had the food pouch right now? Food pouch would be so nice right now.
Show me what you've got.
I still need to get a bunch of those purple gems or whatever. The electro stones and the lizards. I didn't have a lot of lizards either.
Train harder.
But I've heard varying stances on the food pouch. It's fine. We just have Barley, we do this, or switch back to whoever's hurt. It's fine. I stand by it. That's okay. I'll try it out someday, I think. Looks like a chest would be hidden back here, but I guess I'm wrong.
Shine down.
I wanted to knock him off. He's not dead.
Illusion shattered.
I must withdraw.
Pulse is Lex V vibing right now. Chu was bragging that her healer is too good for the food pouch. Yeah, I think Chu said like once you get to a certain part of the game, it doesn't matter anymore. When your healers are so good, you don't need it. Do we have all the thingies we need to unlock this? Yes. Did I miss a chest over here or something? Does not seem like it. This is the longest domain I've been in, I think. Where go? Oh. It's a puzzle. We can steal some katanas. That was not a really hard puzzle.
Shh! Quick! Hide! Look over there. That must be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just the beginning.
No!
They're torturing him?
No! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan will have been for nothing.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission.
I know her.
She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way. Let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yoimiya, what's up, Dimhertz?
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Oh, Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Are we gonna have to fight her? Probably not.
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract them. Maybe more than enough.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to.
Whoa!
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of a fireworks display.
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
Okay, but is there a chest in here, though? That's where I came from.
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be back any minute! Oh.
Yes. Leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well... you can bet we'll do all we can to keep that from happening.
Leave this place.
Okay. Peace. We're leaving. Alright. Leave the police station. No problemo.
Whew. We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
I feel like that response was not appropriate for that situation, but what do I know? Like her letting us go, you mean?
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round of drinks once this is all over.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu.
Alright, we broke him out.
we
Now
were
we go
able
back
to
to
rescue
Ayaka,
him.
I guess.
Right, Kujosara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him? It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. Though Paimon would never agree with their actions in the Vision Hunt Decree, of course. How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
Yoimiya's like, we won't let that happen. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess she's letting you go. You probably should not try to trash talk her when she's letting you leave. But yeah. I see what you mean. Okay, we're going back to the tea house.
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt Decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt Decree, there is still much to be done. It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt Decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room.
A Fat Rat 11 is now following.
A Fat Rat 11, thank you very much for following. Hey, hi, hello, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order.
I see we are in the same nation. Yeah, I'm trying to get through the Inazuma story. I don't know how far along I am. I don't really want to say I'm halfway through. Maybe I'm like a third of the way through or something. But yeah, I've been working on it. It's been pretty cool so far. That domain I just did was the largest amount of combat I've seen so far in the story. Yeah. Japan is pretty fire, but it's under a dictatorship. Yeah. Like, everybody seems to be, especially at the beginning of the story, everybody's pretty corrupt, and they're like, yeah, under dictatorship and a lot of oppression going on.
Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together? Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite
Cooking
amusing.
Quest incoming? It's rough living here, huh? Oh, or do you live in Japan? That's cool.
A hot pot game? What's that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together.
Okay, I'm ready to add my rocks to the hot pot.
Then we take it in
just like in
turns to
Stardew.
close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even
Inazuma,
has
but if
it
you
that
believe
the
I live
winner
in
receives
Japan, that's what you
blessings from the
think.
god of Hot Pot.
No, I get what you mean now.
Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. But what should we choose?
Okay, Cooking Quest Interlude. Hot Pot game does sound fun. Let's be Team Daredevil.
Ooh, Paimon proposes we gather raging demon-level Joyun chilies, super salty ham, mist flower corollas. This is already shaping up to be a hot pot to remember.
Everyone enjoys it? Okay, it
my
just skipped.
stomach.
Okay.
It feels like Yoimiya's fireworks are going off inside
That's
me.
fine.
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically all those weird ingredients without a second thought. Toma? You okay, buddy?
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled dongo. Oh, and whatever that thing was that nearly froze my tongue off. Hold up. My life is starting to flash before my eyes. Time I call it a night, everyone.
You've only got yourself to blame, Toma. All those strange things you ate were ingredients you added yourself.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating one.
I love him, Mom.
Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh. Think of the texture.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I need to lie down.
I would be housewife for him this time. Let's F up our food as a game. It's just a game.
I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess
He was
wrong
taken
on
care of.
purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
He was running up the score.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the god of Hot Pot's blessing. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I couldn't be beaten at my own game first time around. I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. I can sense it.
Is would housewife for him a new husbando tier? Maybe.
So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today's Hot Pot Challenge is me.
Oh, brother.
Ah, good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda, some well-earned rest and relaxation.
Yes. If the Tenryo Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it. I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for our next round.
What nation is your favorite so far? Well, I've only done Leeway and Mondstadt, and I'm only a little bit into this one. I think I like Leeway better than Mondstadt. I don't know about Inazuma versus Mondstadt yet. I'm liking this one, though, so far. Mondstadt seemed a little bit, I don't know, kind of like my first one. They're throwing me into all of it. It was a little bit confusing, but yeah. Which nation would you live in? I don't know. Well, I wouldn't want to live in this one right now because it seems to be pretty dangerous. I think Leeway seemed to be the least dangerous in terms of, like, worldly event. Well, then again, it's pretty big, though. I'm sure you could find somewhere nice to live in Leeway.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. I'll see you all later.
Bye, Toma.
But maybe I'll like
Seems
one of
we
the
won't
other
need
ones
to be
more in the
visiting
end.
the Komori Tea House for a
Fontaine.
while. Why don't we explore some
where...
other places.
Okay. I would choose Mondstadt. The only problem is the dragon. I was thinking that too. I was like, is the dragon gonna like attack again? But like, he's chill now. Leeway is also interesting, but then there's the Fatui wandering around. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This, Inazuma seems fine as long as you're obeying the government. Doesn't seem to be any, like, huge natural disasters that are out to get you. Or giant monsters, just the government. Alright, so now what? Do I have to wait a couple days? Is that what it's gonna tell me?
Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Mondstadt for me, perfect place for slacking. Yeah, it might be. That's true. It seems pretty relaxing there. Me no like government.
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like to request your assistance.
There goes my relaxation.
But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kamisato clan. It is my own individual request.
Individual request? You mean personal stuff?
Correct. It concerns my mother.
Okay.
This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can entrust this to. A few days ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings when I found a notebook that belonged to my mother. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention was a name. It is one that I have never heard before, so the fact that she mentions it so frequently, it makes it difficult for me to ignore.
Sorry, I was just reading something.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother and I are familiar with the vast majority of their acquaintances. So, I am very curious about this mysterious individual. I would very much like to meet them. According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This seems to have been someone very important to my mother. Someone with a lot of personality, who liked to have fun.
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl's name.
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can head straight there. I wanted you to assist me with the preparation of greeting gifts. Please keep everything I have told you in strict confidence. The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together. But he is terribly busy at present, and on a more selfish note, I don't wish to involve anybody else from Inazuma in this matter.
Have you done any of the character story quests? The only one, I've only started the Klee story quest, and I only did like half of it, so not really. I did the Shenhe, like, I don't even know if it's mandatory. I couldn't tell if I had to do that to get to Inazuma, but I did hers, like the rebuilding the Jade Chamber one, if that counts. And that one was pretty cool. I like that one.
Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people. Not to mention trustworthy. I would not feel comfortable with anyone else in this situation.
You can count on us! We've done greeting gifts before, so we should be able to help. In terms
Did
of
Venti
payment,
and Child.
just treat us to some delicious
Yeah, I would
food
need to
and we'll
play
be
a lot
more
longer
than
to
happy.
even unlock those, I think. I think Venti is 36 and I'm 35. I haven't done the Ascension thing yet.
Wonderful! In fact, I was hoping to take this opportunity to show you both around. If you don't mind, of course. Thank you kindly. Shall we head off then? Ogura Textiles and Kimonos is our first stop.
Alright, sounds great!
Kind of want D-Look to my character collection, not gonna lie. I've heard he's pretty good. And when I used him in the trial at the very start of the game, he seemed pretty strong. Okay.
What kind of tea is this?
How far is that? It's right over there.
Let's dance.
This must be...
It's a festival promotion.
D-Look is banned from Shneznaya.
Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma.
No, what made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence here in Inazuma. We in the Yashiro Commission are very well acquainted with these sorts of customs. Each season brings its own festival, and each festival in turn brings a fresh challenge to the task of maintaining public order. So, while festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively occasions, for us, they are also a cause for concern. Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at hand. This store here is the place I wanted to visit.
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion? Well, let's take a look inside then.
It's only explained why on his story if you own him. Oh, okay.
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato with guests from overseas. Welcome to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos. Are you here to purchase fabric or for tailored garments?
Oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment. Would you be so kind as to take a look?
It's pretty crazy why he's banned.
Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see. This could be...
It could be...
Oh, it's a very fine design. Miss Kamisato, you'd like us to make a kimono following this design, yes?
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you'd choose Ogura Textiles and Kimonos for your tailoring needs. However, there is one rather difficult problem. Based on the design, this kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk flower. The majority of Inazuma's silk is imported from Liyue Harbor, but given the current climate, as you well know,
Do we have to go back?
Inazuma is currently under a strict lockdown. In all honesty, the impact on the textiles
You dropped your
industry has been
Twinkie?
quite
Oh, no.
significant. We're struggling to import high-grade fabrics. So much of our tailoring business has been put on hold indefinitely. But of course, where our customers are able to provide the fabric themselves, we can still be of service.
So I'm gonna have to go back and gather silk.
We need to go and buy some silk first.
If even Ogura Textiles and Kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade fabric, where would we buy it from?
You could try the International Trade Association. They are a little better connected than we are. After all, the association brings together merchants from all over the world.
It's in pieces. I have now seen the quality of
The
this
only
world.
thing is their prices. They're not the
That's sad.
cheapest. In times like these, though, we're lucky to even have an option of getting a hold of the things we want in the first place.
Okay.
Huh. So even just getting clothes made is an ordeal in Inazuma. Wait, the International Trade Association? That's Kurisu's thing, right? We haven't been to Rito in a while.
It looks like that will be our next stop.
Pretty sure I was there an hour ago, Paimon, but...
Thank you ever so
Go off.
much. We will be back once we've acquired the fabric. Oh, in the meantime, I have
I
one
meant
other
cruelty,
very
but I
small
can't
request.
spell. Ah, okay.
Could you?
Why is she being so secretive all of a sudden?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product. We haven't made a silk kimono for the longest time now, and this is a beautiful design.
That's very kind of you, thank you. Goodbye for now. Traveler Paimon, let's try our luck at the International Trade Association.
Alright. What's this? Okay, we got a wish. Guess we'll do it. I don't know what we're at anymore. 30 something. I heard another Harbinger is going to be playable. We need to go all the way back here.
This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to talk to Kurisu, right? Huh, doesn't look like he's here. Let's look around.
Should I close early? Which one should I choose?
Check out the situation. I feel like everyone in the trade organization's in love with somebody from Liyue. I feel like this is the third person who's told me this. Completely different. This lady might know something. But where's he at? Isn't there also discrimination against... Yes, absolutely. There's a ton of it. Okay, I guess I just have to walk to the right spot.
Ah, looks like we found him.
What am I gonna do?
Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh, you're Miss Ayaka from the Kamisato clan. How do you do?
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the Traveler, I haven't seen you in a while. I take it you've been out of Rito? Thanks again for your help last time.
Anyway, enjoy this emote of you.
The
Peek around
association
and
is
thank
back
you.
in business, and it's all thanks to you.
That's great, but, why were you staring into space just now? Did something bad happen?
Well, you see, it's embarrassing to admit, but some of the association's goods have been stolen by vagrants.
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high-grade silk.
Oh, that's what we need.
We imported a big batch of silk from Liyue several years ago. It's been sitting in storage ever since. Recently, we heard that clothing stores in the city have more or less sold all their silk stocks. So we figured now would be a good time to bring our batch out of storage.
The
Thinking
silk.
it'd
What's up,
probably fetch
Bunny?
a good price. The vagrants swiped the whole batch, then disappeared into the woods. I'd reported to the authorities, but... well, as you know, they don't think much of foreign merchants like us. The Kanjo Commission don't want to give us the time of day. Honestly, you can just tell that our suffering amuses them.
Well, I also take issue with aspects of the Kanjo Commission's operational methods. Please remember, Mr. Kurisu, that while you are here in Inazuma, you should be careful with your words.
My apologies. I had to let off some steam. Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much we can do ourselves to get our goods back. Perhaps I'm doomed to go bankrupt after all.
I am afraid I can't intervene in an official capacity, but I can still help you get your lost goods back.
Of course, I would never... Wait, what?
Huh?
Yes, acting in my own capacity, mind you. Even then, there is no escaping the fact that my every action and word will be seen to reflect on the Yashiro Commission and the Kamisato clan. I do so not without reservation, so I hope that you will treat this matter as confidential. That aside, as I'm sure you're aware, I'm afraid that I won't always be able to help you in such circumstances. Given your position and that of the International Trade Association, please try to exercise more caution in the future. You do not want to incur further unnecessary losses.
We will. We certainly will. But, are you sure this isn't gonna cause any issues for you? What if someone high up in the Kanjo Commission sees what you're doing and doesn't like it? You're a highly respected member of society. Surely putting your neck on the line for small-timers like me can't be worth the risk.
Well, she needs the silk.
Very humorous. Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very surprised indeed if anybody in the
Bunny,
Kanjo
thank
Commission
you.
felt that I was accountable to them for my actions.
R0 Yal Bunny has gifted a subscription to Afatrat 11. R0 Yal Bunny gifted a tier 1 sub to Afatrat 11. They have given 18 gift subs in the channel.
Bunny, thank you very much for gifting a sub. Thank you, thank you. I'm sure a fat rat will appreciate that. Thank you, Bunny. Bunny the goat. Bunny the bunny.
Whoa, that sent shivers down Paimon's spine. Does everyone from a powerful clan talk like
Thank you, Bunny.
Mr. Kurisu, I need to know the exact time and location of the theft, and anything that stood out about the perpetrator's appearance.
Thank you so much. Let's see, it was 2 hours ago now, over at the,
2 hours ago.
Everyone,
Bomber, what's up?
Please follow me to the scene
How's
of the
it going?
crime. The investigation starts there.
All right, off we go!
Okay. The beach.
If you want to taste Mondstadt's great wines, then look no further than
That looks further than I initially. We should just go here. Saw my name saying subscribe and I was like, wait, what? Yeah, no, you were gifted.
Here we are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground! What are those?
Huh? Footprints. Very deep ones at that. Leading towards the forest.
Presumably the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead.
Okay. We might get some more combat, perhaps. that is. Okay, I did it. Relay stone.
Huh. Let's appraise the value on this.
In some places you will find mysterious combo of mechanisms. Discharge stone and accumulation stone. Former shoots harmless electrical current at characters and monsters. Latter absorbs. Sometimes you will find relay stones which conduct. What does that do for me? Okay. We're doing electronics. Follow the footprints. I don't even know where are they at. Inazuma puzzles get me confused sometimes. Yeah, there's definitely been a bit more confusing here. The pink-haired one is your favorite, right? Well, technically, I'm trying to get this pink-haired one, but we met her today in the story. We met her for the first time, but we don't have her yet. But I am really enjoying Yanfei as well. She's pretty cool. She does fire damage. Okay. Yeah, Miko is Dami Mommy. Yeah. Inazuma puzzles, Pika sad, Pikachu cry. Some of them are confusing. But I'm sure I'll get used to them once I figure out. It's like once you get the first one of that type down.
You think you can get your stuff back with this bunch? You must be dreaming.
Why, you better hope you have the courage of your convictions.
Why wouldn't I, old
Treat me
man?
like a dog.
Answer me
Yanfei is
this.
the lawyer? Yeah.
You're one of those Outlander merchants, right?
Yanfei is a lawyer. She's also like part Adeptus, which means she's like kind of like really old or something. She's cool.
You trade association types are worms. Coming over to our land, leeching off our people. Who's gonna leap to your defense, huh? Tell me, who's gonna stick their neck out for the likes of you? Look at that. No response. You know I'm right.
Yanfei, hey.
Face it. This is Inazuma. You've got no ties here. You're at the bottom of the pile. Can you really blame us for walking all over you?
We're gonna one-shot these guys.
Despicable.
Hey, I just had an idea. Since you came all this way, how about we do some business?
Business?
Why does Ronan kind of sound like child? I don't know.
Pay up.
Could be same.
And you can take your fabric back.
Same actor.
Sound good? If you ask me, it beats walking out of here with black eyes and a broken nose.
You're just a big bully.
What choice do I have?
Wait. Mr. Kurisu, please do not pay any money to this man.
But...
I trust you remember our agreement? If you keep your lips firmly sealed, I too shall uphold my end of the deal.
Oh, yes, of course.
Then please stand well back where it is safe. Now, it is time for me to honor my word!
Okay. Do we get her on trial for a second?
Let's
Ooh,
get
we
down
do.
to business.
I don't know what she does. Ooh.
My apologies. Invisible evidence.
Okay, let's get down to business. Say no more.
We have Ice Dash. And big damage.
Finally.
Is she invulnerable while sprinting? That's pretty cool.
Shoot the fairy.
Have you ever run into a guy so lame his friends look exactly like him?
Another test subject. That single.
Whirling snow.
There's more.
Take this. Now you shall perish.
Alright, let's see what her ult does.
Embrace the ice.
Shoot the fairy.
Just destroyed that guy. Okay.
Well, that's resolved then.
That was amazing.
No, please, It was nothing. I was simply doing my duty.
Miss Kamisato! Traveler! Are you hurt?
Don't worry, we're fine. The vagrants left in quite a hurry. It would seem they didn't have time to take anything with them. I believe your stolen goods should all be here.
It's 9:55. I should go to sleep. I am gonna be ending soon anyway, in like 5-ish minutes or so. We've been going for almost 3 hours.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You'd best do a count.
Wary face. Alright, so now we
6,
got the
8,
silk.
10. Yep, it's all here.
Great! Now we can finally buy some silk.
Buy silk? You mean you need some of the silk here?
This was indeed our intent.
Yeah, we actually just
Don't get us
needed
wrong,
your silk
though.
the whole
That's
time.
not
Don't.
the reason we helped you out.
Yeah.
Even if it were just a few carrots or cabbages, chances are we still would have helped you get them back. Paimon thinks we're pretty lucky. If we arrived any later, our chances of getting silk in Inazuma would have been 0.
I honestly can't thank you all enough. Please, say no more. You need silk? I'll pick out a piece for you right away.
Silk is the keyword in this quest? Yeah, it's not Smagdelicious Jadeite or whatever it was that one time. Yeah.
Thank you, good sir. How much do I owe you?
Oh, it's free of charge. I could
Free.
never ask you to pay after everything you've done for me.
No, that will never do. Things cost what they cost, and what they cost is what I shall pay.
Not free.
Merchants already have enough challenges to deal with, and as Paimon explained, my help was unconditional.
The Jadeite earrings? There was
Please,
so much
sell
about
your
those
wares to me at
earrings.
the price you would sell them to any other customer.
Did that I'm trying. That was for the teapot. That wasn't even the main story quest. That's just because I wanted the teapot thing. And yeah, those earrings really mattered for that. But I'm glad I did that.
There is nothing to feel distressed about, because nothing, I repeat, nothing happened here in these woods today, did it?
Thank you, I don't think I could ever
Smaragdus
repay you.
Jadeite? Yeah, that.
You have helped me greatly, and I will never forget it.
This isn't Smaragdus Jadeite. This is whatever it was. Like, this is counterfeit. This is slightly less Smaragdus. That was a good time. And then Yanfei just went lawyer nerd all over them. That was a good quest. I think that's why I liked it, though. I'm biased towards her. I don't think I could ever repay you.
I'm afraid we must part ways. I must get these goods back to the association. If you ever need anything at all, just come to the International Trade Association and ask for Kurisu.
Very well. And thank you for the silk, Mr. Kurisu.
The lawyer nerd part was good. Yeah, she was like, this contract states blah, blah, blah. They were like earring, Jadeite, fake, real earring, Jadeite, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Traveler, thank you for stepping in to help out.
But how come those vagrants didn't seem to know who you were? They must move in completely different circles. Maybe they've never seen anyone from the
The
Kamisato
god
clan
of
before.
contracts.
Perhaps. Either way, I'm glad they didn't recognize me. The fewer people who know what happened today, the better.
I don't know, people seem less corrupt in Leeway compared to Inazuma. Maybe the whole god of contracts thing was a good idea. I don't know. People seem to, even though the earring dude lied, everybody else was pretty chill. Kind of. I don't know, I guess some weird shit happened with Zhongli anyway, and he kind of like did weird stuff behind everybody's back. But yeah. Fewer people who know what happened to the better.
It's not every day an important person like you helps out someone like Kurisu. It really shows what a great person you are.
Oh, your praise is quite unwarranted. I merely did what anyone in my position would have done. I admit that it did feel strange for me to come to his aid. But this should have nothing to do with identity or social class. As far as I'm concerned, it was one individual helping another in need.
Okay.
I guess that deep down, I don't see how a society can be considered just when people encounter such obstacles in their livelihoods. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. Right. let's head back to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos and give our hard-won silk to the shopkeeper.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, we'll probably do this next little bit of dialogue, and then we'll find some way to raid. Unless this is going to start a whole 10-minute discussion, silk bartering, she's actually ripping me off, something. Who knows? Literally anything could happen right now.
Hey there, we're back!
Welcome back.
Oh, didn't she, like, whisper her some
Any luck at
secret
the
thing
International
to
Trade
do?
Association? Did they have any silk in stock?
Yes, they did.
I don't
Here.
remember doing that.
Excellent news. So, apart from the silk, I think everything else I need I've got in store already.
She definitely whispered something
I
to her.
just need to go and take stock of our materials. It won't take me a moment. I'll be right back.
They better all be there.
Since the commission that focuses on dealing with corruption and everything is busy doing the decree hunt, no one really controls the corrupt merchants, officials, etc. Yeah, everybody seems to be corrupt, yeah.
I do hope nothing else is missing. Traveler, on the subject of garments, I've been meaning to acquire a new outfit for you, too. It's just...
Oh, snap.
I wasn't sure how you'd feel about the idea of dressing in Inazuman attire.
It's a kind thought, but I'm fine with it. No, give me a new skin.
Are you sure?
I'll lose my edge in battle if I'm too concerned with my appearance. Okay.
Is that so? Impressive. So travelers of your stature hold themselves to a dress code, as well as a code of conduct.
No, we could have got a cool outfit.
When you're away from home, you've got to live by certain rules to survive, whether you like it or not.
Game forcing us to decline a free skin? I know, right? That could have been
Still
cool.
love to check out some Inazuman outfits. Just what is that supposed to mean? They make them in whatever size the customer asks for.
Your interactions are so adorable to watch. I mean, I can certainly find someone to tailor a Paimon-size outfit if
Paimon
Paimon so
skin?
wishes. Well, if you're sure...
No.
As you wish.
Not even a Paimon
Something
skin.
else I've been wondering is... How do people in other nations dress?
They dress very strangely or stylishly. Let's say stylish,
Sure
I
do.
guess.
Each nation has its own unique style. Traditional, fancy schmancy, casual, all very different, but each style is suited to its
Stingy.
region.
The study of clothing is a profound discipline, and I still have much to learn. When clothing becomes part of the expression of one's personality, even an extension of one's body, that is quite a wonderful thing.
We need a Paimon skin that turns her into a pug? Okay.
So I'm not against dressing up. Far from it.
Paimon agrees. You couldn't have put it any better.
Paimon, you're so adorable that you could wear anything and it would look lovely on you.
Aww.
Wow! Paimon just got a compliment.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've checked my inventory.
Thank you.
Pugmon.
Is there anything else
Yeah.
you're missing?
Fortunately not. I have all the materials I need. As for the size, would you like me to go by the dimensions given on the design?
Yes, please.
Understood. I'll get to work shortly. In total, that'll be this much.
Here you go. Is it possible to treat this as an urgent order?
Well, luckily, we don't have any other urgents at the moment, so I can begin work right away. It will still take me some time, though, so please come and collect it later.
Let me guess, we have to go do something
Until
else, so we
then,
wait for that.
I'm sure you'll find somewhere nearby to pass the time.
Yep.
Good idea. Let's check out the whole area. We don't want to leave any loose ends.
There will be no loose ends while you're in my company. I already decided where to go while we wait. For our next stop, I'd like to take you both for a
Cooking
meal.
quest. No.
Oh, Paimon likes this plan.
Okay.
I picked the venue especially for you. A humble local eatery called Kiminami Restaurant. I thought that the relaxed atmosphere there would suit our day much better
I've been
than
there
the
to pick up
prohibitively
some stuff
formal one of a
before.
high-end restaurant.
Um,
Shall we head off?
Yep. Paimon can't wait!
Okay. Cool. Woven Wishes quest completed. I wonder how far through this nation I am. I have no idea. Wait a second, am I being scammed? Oh no, we do have to complete other quests to continue, okay. Let's see. We still like there's still like a lot of space down here, so I don't know. But then again, there was a lot of space and leeway, and that most of it was not used for the actual story quest, so we'll see. Alright, let's see who's raidable at the moment. I think if we go now, we can get to Avi Marbles in time, maybe? I think. So let's do that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Let's see. Thank you to Daquan and A Fat Rat and Mando Shujo for following tonight. Thank you to Bunny for gifting a sub. And thank you to... what else happened? Something else happened that I can't remember. We got raided. We got a couple raids from Mando Shujo. So thank you, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow at midnight Eastern, where we will hopefully be doing more of the Genshin story. Maybe I'll play some off-stream. Maybe I won't. We'll see how I feel. And yeah, thanks for the stream. You're welcome, Dim Hertz. Thank you, Mike. You're welcome, Bunny. But yeah, we will continue our progress through Japan tomorrow night. And we will keep doing that until I'm done, or the Yae Miko banner is over, at least. And then around then, Battlefront's going to come out on the 14th. So we're trying to get as much done this 2 weeks as we can. But yeah, I hope you all have a good rest of your night. Do the raid messages !play so you can join in on Avi's Marbles game. And that's about it. Goodbye, everybody.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging,